We will welcome to chemistry class, my dear students. Today we will discuss about Arrhenius equation. Fine. This equation tells us the effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. I already told you K is equals to A E minus EA over RT. Fine. Where what is K? It is your rate constant. Fine. What is A? A is yours frequency factor or exponential factor or Arrhenius factor. Most common used word is Arrhenius. Fine. E is your exponential. This E is your activation energy. This R is your gas constant. Dear students, we are talking about gas. So here its value will be 8.314 joule per Kelvin mole, and T is your temperature in Kelvin. This is your Arrhenius equation. Fine. In which K is equal to A E minus EA over RT, where K is rate constant, A is your Arrhenius constant, R is your gas constant, T temperature in Kelvin, and E is your exponential and E is your activation energy. Okay. So now taking log on both the sides. Fine. Taking log. Taking natural log on both sides. Taking on both sides of Arrhenius equation, it will be ln K is equal to ln A into E minus EA over RT. Fine. Taking log on both sides. Fine. Log A into log B is your log A plus log B. So it comes out to be ln K is equal to ln A plus ln E minus EA over RT. Fine. Now this is ln E ln I will solve this. This is log x into x power A, which is equal to A. Log x into x power A is equal to A. So it will be ln K is equal to ln A minus EA over RT. Fine. Is there any doubt till now? Please let me know. Simple equation it is. Converted into log base 10, it will be 2.303 log K is equal to how much? 2.303 log base 10 A minus EA over RT. Divided by 2.303, it will be cut, and next comes out to be log K is equal to log A minus EA 2.303 RT. Fine. This is the log form of activation energy. First equation is log ln K is equal to ln A minus EA by RT. Second is log base 10 K is equal to log base A minus EA over 2.303 RT. Depends upon the question. We will be using these formula. Fine. Now, as you already know, this rate constant is completely dependent on temperature. Generally, when we increase the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius, your rate constant becomes double. Yes, Sia? Expression of activation energy with log K. And as you all know, this constant is completely dependent on temperature. Fine. So, if I will take two different temperatures, then find the relation. Suppose I am taking temperature T1. At this, the rate constant is K1. And at another temperature T2, the rate constant is K2. Fine. And I am assuming T1 is less than T2. And you know, K is directly proportional to temperature, which means K2 is also greater than K1. It is, I am assuming this thing. So write equation ln K for first is equal to ln A. Here, Arrhenius factor is same for a particular reaction minus EA over RT1. Second, ln K2 is equal to ln A minus EA over RT2. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Now subtract equation number 2 from 1. It will be how much? Write this. ln K2 minus ln K1. This thing will be cancelled. Fine. Mine is equal to minus of EA RT2 minus of EA over RT1. Fine. This minus plus. This is log A minus log B is your log A by log B. So it will be ln K2 by K1 is equal to EA over R. It will be, okay, fine. Minus EA over R T2 plus EA over R T1. Take common EA by R. Take common EA by R. EA by R can be written as 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Take LCM T1 into T2. It will be T2 minus T1 is equal to EA by R into ln K2 by K1. Fine, I am converting this into log base 10. So multiplied it by 2.303. I am taking this 2.303 here. It will be equals to 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 over T1 by T2. This is the final equation. What I did in this, suppose at temperature T1, your rate constant is K1. And at temperature T2, your rate constant is K2. And we are supposing T2 is greater than T1. So ultimately, K2 should be greater because these are directly proportional to each other. So write the expressions for both the reactions, then minus, then take LCM, and this required equation will be our resultant. So, is there any doubt till now? Please let me know. In text question 4.10 of your NCERT, the rate constant 4.10 of NCERT, chemical kinetics. Solve this question with me. The rate constant of a reaction at 500 Kelvin, two temperatures are given to us. One is 500 Kelvin and T2 is 700 Kelvin. The rate constant are 0.02 per second. For this case, 0.02 per second means first order kinetics, and 0.07 per second. And K and Arrhenius constant for this reaction is 1.61. You have to calculate activation energy. Which formula you will use? Which formula used? Which formula will be used here? Yes, very good. It will be log K2 over K1 is equal to 2.303. Sorry, activation energy which we have to find 2.303 into 8.314 because it is the value of R constant into 700 minus 500 over 700 into 500. Fine. Log value will be given to you. Put all the values. It will be 0.07 over 0.02. Calculate activation energy from here. Fine. Do not forget to write the units of energy. Units of energy are joules. Okay. Now see, if a catalyst do not change by itself, it only increases the speed of the reaction generally. Fine. So yesterday we have plotted diagram, we have plotted graph which is showing the reaction progress with energy. Fine. For activation energy. So suppose this is the graph without catalyst. This is your threshold energy and this is your activation energy. Okay. So this is the reaction without catalyst. And with catalyst, the activation energy lowers and rate of reaction becomes fast. That's the way how catalyst works in increasing the speed of the reaction. This is it lowers the activation energy. Some important points about catalyst. A small amount of catalyst can catalyze a large amount of reactant. Second, catalyst only catalyze spontaneous reactions which can occur in nature. It cannot catalyze non-spontaneous reactions. Catalysts do not change the, give free energy. Delta G do not change. Catalyst do not change the equilibrium constant value. It just able to increase the speed of the reaction. Fine, suppose from my house, I want to go to Montfort Ward School. I can go by car, I can go by Activa. The distance from my house to school will not change whatsoever, maybe your mode of transport. But the time changes with my mode of transport. So same, catalyst only helps to attain the reaction faster. Product will increase. You will get the product with a less time. But the amount or the equilibrium constant or give free energy, catalyst do not change. And catalyst only catalyze those reactions which can occur in nature, which are spontaneous. Fine. Till now, is there any doubt? Please let me know. Collision theory of chemical reactions. Small topic. Collision theory. Collision theory of chemical reactions. Dear students, though Arrhenius equation is applicable under a wide range of circumstances, fine, which was developed, but collision theory, which was developed by Max Stotz and William Lewis in 1916 to 18, provides a greater insight into the energetic and mechanistic aspects of reaction. It is based on the kinetic theory of gases. According to collision theory, the molecules or the reactant species are assumed to be hard spheres. They are considered that they are made up of spherical in shape, which are hard in nature. And the reaction is postulated to occur when the molecules collide with each other. My dear students, when two molecules collide, fine, they form the product. When two molecules collide with each other, they form the product. But whenever the collision by the first molecule with another molecule is effective, then the product formation takes place. If that collision is not effective in nature, so their product formation will not take place. So first I am dividing the collision between molecules into two parts: proper collision and improper collision. Proper collision means in which product formation takes place. And in this, product formation do not take place. This is effective collision between molecules, which effective collision between molecules in which molecules collide with each other to form the product. Fine. Now, this effective collision, now the number of collisions per second per unit volume of the reaction mixture is known as your collision frequency, which is represented by Z. So I am little bit changing the Arrhenius equation. Suppose this A plus B reactant combines to form product P, and collision frequency for this reaction is Z. The collision frequency is your number of collisions per second per unit volume of the reactant mixture is called collision frequency. So now rate K is equal to collision frequency of molecule into E minus EA by RT. Arrhenius factor is replaced by Z. Z means collision frequency. Okay. Now, what is the effective collision? The collision in which the molecules collide with sufficient kinetic energy, and one more factor, that is your proper orientation. See, molecules are colliding with each other. Their collision is perfect, but still the product is not forming. So there is another reason for this also, that is their orientation, which means in which direction the product is, the reactant are colliding from each other. I am explaining this term by taking one example. Suppose I want to treat alkyl halide. Suppose I am taking bromomethane. It reacts with alkali. Alkali means water soluble base. I am taking KOH or NaOH. Fine. So in this case, two possibilities are there. One pathway is improper orientation and another is proper. In improper means there it is also negative charge, and attacking reagent is also having negative charge. So same charge, whenever they come forward towards each other, they repel each other because it is having same charge. Whenever the hydroxide attack in front of bromide ion, because here bromine is having negative charge and carbon is having positive charge. So whenever we attack OH negative from here, directly, it will not form product. But when OH negative attack from back side, from this side, what will happen? First intermediate will form. First intermediate will form. How? H, this is partial bond. This first intermediate will form, and then this bond break down and you will get your product. So in Arrhenius equation, rate is given by PZ. Rate is equal to PZ E minus PA by RT, where Z is your collision frequency, P is your proper orientation. Now is it clear? So rate is determined by P is equal to PZ minus EA by RT. Proper collision plus proper orientation also affect the rate of the reaction. Fine. But this theory also has certain drawbacks. It considered atoms or molecules to be hard spheres and ignore their further structural aspects. So this theory has a limited significance. Okay, that's all about your chemical kinetics. In today's lecture, we have discussed about Arrhenius equation, which is equal to K is equal to E minus EA over RT. K is rate constant, E is exponential, A is your frequency factor, EA is your activation energy, R is your gas constant, T temperature in Kelvin. Then we have discussed the log form of that. Fine. After that, collision, after that effect of catalyst, after that collision theory. In collision theory, this equation is rate is given by PZ E minus EA by RT. Now, is there any doubt? Please let me know, dear students.